I have collected Batman memorabilia since I was about 8 years old. It was a special thing between me and my dad. As I got older, it became more of a philosophical thing. It grew into something that influences me as a teacher. Batman isn't like the other superheroes. He's just an ordinary man who took it upon himself to make a difference in the world around him. That's what I want to mimic in my own life. We can put on a mask as a teacher that hides the simplicity of who we are, and we become something more. We become more than the ordinary person that the kids see at the grocery store. We become a hero. We become a symbol of something great and something significant. And I think that that's what every teacher does. I remember myself in 3rd grade. I didn't want to go to school. My mom made me go to back to school night. And I walked into open house and I stood against the wall, and Mr. Rader came up to me. He said, "I'm so excited to have you in my class this year. It really changed what I thought about school, and that's something that impressed me so much that I aspired to be like Mr. Rader." As I grew up and graduated college, I came to Moore, Oklahoma to begin my teaching career, and I had been teaching for 2 years, really finding my stride and finding my groove as a teacher, learning from the mentor teachers that I had and the people around me. And you really start to feel like you have your legs underneath you, and then something happens, and something that you never expected. Nobody ever taught you how to prepare for it or trained you what to do, but it happened nonetheless.
Folks, this is heading into more. This tornado
City
is
police say shelter in place or leave the area. Mike.
It is absolute chaos down here. I've never seen anything like this in my 18 years covering tornadoes here in Oklahoma City.
So May 20th, 2013 was awards day, and at the end of the day, my principal came over the intercom and said we need to take our tornado precautions. Things got very serious very quickly. The roof went first. The walls across from me started crumbling, and I realized that the hallway we were in wasn't very safe anymore. I was able to get all of my students that were with me that day out. 7 students from our school were not quite as lucky, and we lost 7 of our kids that day. After the tornado, I lost everything, books, supplies, my Batman stuff, everything. And it wasn't long after that I started getting things in the mail. Letters handwritten from kids that just said, "I heard you lost your Batmans, here's one of mine." Suddenly the students that I had poured into were pouring back into me. It reignited that passion for teaching, of why I do what I do. From that experience, I realized just how important every moment is with a child. Every interaction, every encounter is an opportunity. It's an opportunity to encourage them, to strengthen them, to lead them, to guide them, and I have to make the most of it. That's kind of my philosophy about life. Every person you come into contact with, the events of your life, they all are set up just perfectly to fall into each other. And when you can look back on your life, you see this beautiful masterpiece that all of those pieces played a part in. And sometimes I think we want to take events out, but they're essential. Every person, every event is essential to who you are and what your life represents. Some people would be terrified to be locked in a room with 25 6-year-olds, but that's my favorite place to be. I love their passion. I love how energetic they are. I love their curious minds. This is why I do what I do, is to help lead and guide students to be all that they've been called to be themselves.
She's one of those exceptional teachers that just stands out. She makes learning fun. She gets up on the stage, she sings, she dances.
She's amazing at supporting them and encouraging them. She sees those strengths and she builds on them, knowing that one day those could lead to something great for them.
She is very inspiring, not just to me, but to other teachers. The way that she can interact with her students, the way she interacts with the staff, the way she interacts with parents.
The amount of effort and time she's put in my child is indescribable. I think my joy and love for her is felt across this state.
Every individual student is unique and special, and that's the depth of the calling, is that every student matters. Every student has meaning and has purpose, and you want to help them find that. And if I can play a part in helping them find their purpose, then what I do every day is worth it. We can never know what the future holds, but I know that every day with students matters, and that every day is an opportunity to impact their lives. And that's how I choose to live my life.